Ms. Apita. And hello, everyone. So I would like to say Sawadee Krap, which is the same like Namaste in India. Before I go to share what GEMOPOLIS is doing, I think everyone here have been talking about COVID and a big impact it has done to the world. And what I'm going to start sharing now is probably go beyond that. You know, let's talk about what will happen next. I think we need to think forward and to see, okay, what will happen when the country is open. Like now, Thailand is getting better now. Hopefully, it stay on like that for the next few months, and the government begins to open Thailand slowly, step by step. So now we prepare of how to open Thailand cautiously. The numbers of people who's got COVID-19 now is less than 10 per day, and some day there's not even infection at all. And restaurant is opening now. So what we plan is that how to change our life and the businesses. You see, as the world is going to open, after open, I think things will change. Many business has to be agile, you know, has to lean, you know, become small. The business has to be small, and when the business people change their attitude, it start from consumer change their buying patterns. So when consumer change their buying patterns, business change their business attitude, factory change their productions supply chain system, and eventually logistic will change. Warehouses become more flexible now. Warehouse become smaller. People will try not to carry too much inventories. So I totally agree with Mr. Ahluwalia. You see, Thailand goes broke now. We never believe Thai Airways will bankrupt, and now it files for bankruptcy. You know, all the lists Mr. Ahluwalia talk about business that not will be good. All those lists are Thailand top business like tourism, hotel, and even gem and jewelry. All these business turn bad now. 5-star hotel closes doors, put for sale. So the situation is bad, but Thailand is trying to adjust itself to change, to all the change. So I would think now Thailand is although it's bad, but the fundamental economy is still very strong. So I believe that it's a good time for investor, or I would say a good time for shopping, you know, to come to Thailand and invest in many business, especially those service business. And you see, Mr. Shah mentions about the FTA, and which this relates to the country of origin, which we must focus greatly on the production base of in order to create a FTA, you need to have a CO, which is country of origins, and then that must be done carefully, especially during the trade war. China-US trade war, you know, in Thailand, it turns out to be a big opportunity for Thailand. A lot of Chinese companies migrate or move their factories to Thailand to produce. But of course, it's not totally a transshipment like Mr. Sunil said. But in order to have a country of origin origins to have enough percentage to re-export to the US or to from the US to export to China. The country of origins of the production has to be somehow a certain percentage. So I would suggest transshipments that Mr. Sunil talked about. It cannot be a totally transshipment trading, vice versa. It has to be some manufacturing somehow, or partial manufacturing somehow in India or in Thailand or even in Vietnam. So the transshipment will be changed. The concept of transshipment will be changed to not totally a quick transshipment in that per se, but it has to be partial manufacturing added combined with the transshipment. This is what I think. But from my experience dealing with the Chinese, because Thailand, we are in the middle. We are compressed by the two big giants, China and India. As us, we are in the middle. So we try to survive by pleasing both sisters, China and India. The way we survive is that we try to compromise with China, India, and US. So now a lot of we saw a lot of weakness of the Chinese, to say it honestly. Take for example, their English language is weaker than India. The credibility of their business people less than India. To put it bluntly, many people doesn't trust the Chinese manufacturer. They don't deliver as they promise, and the quality of their goods are not consistent. So all this weakness should be a point of attention that turns out to be opportunity for Thai people or even India to take this opportunity as the service provider or in the intermediaries. Take care of what the Chinese are weak, because the Americans not going to trade with the Chinese. This open opportunity for India and Thailand to act as the middle person to take care of all the shipments, to make sure that the quality of the Chinese product can reach and they can deliver on time. We should go and serve in, and not to India to compete with the Chinese to produce cheaper. Or I don't think that is the way, but to fill in, to cooperate with them, and share the strength and weakness among each other. This is what I think, and Thailand happy to serve India as a second regional warehouse center, distribution center for India, for Chinese or India goods to be kept in Thailand. And because we GEMOPOLIS, although we are a small industrial estate, but we are transforming ourselves to become a commercial estate. I dare to say GEMOPOLIS in the near future will be a little Singapore in Bangkok, where goods can be stopped by transships, like what Mr. Sunil said, or partial manufacturing here through the free tax or FTA mechanism with certain proportions of country of origin CO regulation under the FTA of any countries. And some goods can be shipped back to or shipped from India to assemble here and re-export to Americas or China. I think there is a big opportunity there to take care. And Mr. Shantanu talked about the black swan of the COVID. I think Thailand has, although we are not experiencing any pandemics before, but we experienced the 1997 Tom Yam Goong financial crisis, and that gave us a very conservative experience in terms of financial management. And I think financial part also very important in the trade. Take for example the Chinese. Many buyers from Europe and America, they're not to pay them money, or even dare not to open LC, because the financial system is not workable with the Chinese system. So I think India and Thailand can also take part in this payment system or payment gateway that come to support the trade between China and Europe and